What's good, people? This is your boy Cincy, aka Mr. Good Vibes. Listen, it's good to be back, man. I had to take a chill time and just go relax, man. Because the thing about life is you cannot just continue to just keep pushing. Trading this market, especially between the month of August and September, has been really, really challenging. But we thank God we're still, still making money. And it's tough. The market has been going sideways for those of you who have been trading the market. You would see those trends. They've not really been favorable for forex, but and this is where you have to be very flexible, because sometimes the forex market might not be where you would make money, and maybe it could be now. It could be a good time for you to trade the stock market or look at the indices. For example, I've been shorting the indices for some time now, and been making some decent money. As a matter of fact, my last video I did drop a video saying that I felt like the market was going to drop, and that was before I went on vacation. And don't worry, I'm going to be sharing some pictures of my vacation with you and where I visited. Yes, I was bearish before I took that vacation, and I made some money. I shorted the market and I took my profit, but coming back this week, I started seeing some bullish sentiment, at least some buy pressure, that was making me believe that maybe this bearish sentiment about September is beginning to change, especially with the fact that we've already had the new inflation report, the new inflation data, the CPI data, and also with the market expecting the Fed to cut the rates based on the information that was given, and also with the election coming up. We just had the debate between the two primary candidates, and you can see the market is making a lot of decisions based on all this news. And also the fact that we are trend traders, we use trend indicators to just kind of like see what exactly is going on in the market, and we also kind of use fundamentals to back that up. So again, like I said, last week I was bearish, but this week my sentiment is beginning to change, and I want us to kind of like just take a look at the charts and see what we're looking at, and I'll explain to you guys why I think this market might start to change its course the other way round. So again, for those of you who have been following me for some time, you know how I interpret my stuff. So on the right hand side is my watch list. So I typically start to look at my three major indexes, which is the XPX 500, the Nasdaq 100, and the US 30. So these are the three major indexes that control the US market. Right. So my favorite one is obviously the NAS 100. So let's take a look. So as of last week, I was looking at the charts. So again, whenever we see the red arrow and the S sign, that is always an indication of a sell signal. So I saw this sell signal, but I also want to confirm looking at my price relative to the baseline. So the baseline is this green line and the white line. So you can see whenever the price starts to go below the baseline, that is a full confirmation that we are beginning to get bearish. And if you see the price above the baseline, that's more of a bullish signal. So because I saw this huge candle, you can see on this yellow line that I put here just to mark the entry date, which was the 3rd of September 2024, you can see that was the day I actually saw this huge drop below this baseline. And once I get that confirmation, I also look at my Ichimoku. My Ichimoku cloud is this fainted green and red cloudy indicator. So again, if the price is below the Ichimoku, then that is a full bearish signal, and if it's above the Ichimoku in this case, then that's more of a bullish signal. So because I saw all that, I said, okay, fine, let me start looking at some short positions. But before I confirmed the short position, I also wanted to look at my primary indicators, which are the ones that go below my chart. So the first one I look at is my zero line. You can see this is my zero line indicator, and sorry about that. It's my zero line indicator. I'm trying to expand. You can see the zero line. You see this white line is the zero line. So whenever you see the signal line below the zero line, then that is more of a sell signal. So you can see on the day of entry, I saw that signal line, which was a negative. So I said, okay, this is a sell. I took a look at my two-line cross. You can see my two-line cross again has the red greater than the green. So that is a sell signal. And if you see the green above the red, then that's more of a buy signal. But because of the day of entry, I'm seeing a sell. So I said, okay, this could be another signal that the market might drop. And I start to look at this indicator again. We're going from green bars to red. Whenever you see the red bars, that's the sell. And for this one, you can see that this signal, the way it works, is a zero signal, but the signal line goes from it can either range from upper, mid, or lower line. So whenever you see it between the lower and the mid line, then that is more of a bearish signal. And if you see it between the mid and the upper, that's more of a bullish signal. So you can see the entry date, the signal is below the mid and the lower level. So we see a sell signal right there. So we have a lot of sell signals that we will confirm. Even with this one too, you see the red greater than the green, that is a sell signal. So that was the reason why I decided to decide to short the market on this day. So you can see after shorting the market, I made like, almost like, $4,500 just shorting the market. You can see the market kept on creeping below the baseline until it had this huge drop. So I sold it off, and all of a sudden, I started seeing some buy pressure coming into the market once again. And I wasn't yet sold that, this was a buy, but I was waiting for this price to now go over this baseline first, and which was the thing that happened on this day. So if I was to put a line right there, you would see on this day, that was the day we saw the price go over this baseline. So that was the first bullish confirmation I got. And you can see my green arrow was also telling me that the price might be going up. So let me take away that line so you guys can see it. So you can see that's that green arrow telling me that the price might be going up. Then the next thing I start to look at is my Ichimoku. Again, you can see the price is beginning to go above my Ichimoku. And again, if I start to look at my first secondary indicator, which are the ones below, you can see now that on this day, so now I'm going to bring back that yellow line so we can track it. So we can see that on this day, you can see that the signal line is now beginning to go above the yellow line. So that's more of a buy signal. And you can see that even for the two line cross, that you can see that there's a crossover going on. And even though the day before we haven't seen it, but today, the current day, you can see we're getting a crossover. So that's more of a buy signal as well. And you can see that for this one as well, the green bar is beginning to show up with respect to where it was before, which was the red. So this is a lot of buying indicator that is telling me that this market might go up. So you can also see this indicator right here is beginning to turn, and I have a feeling that this might actually go above zero in the next couple of days, if not tomorrow. So I believe the market is trying to go back up. So you can see this is the current candle. You can see the buy pressure is present in the tech that's 100. So it's actually up 132, 133 points. So I like this. I'm actually buying calls currently and hoping it will maybe come all the way to this level. That's what I'm looking at, a resistance. So you can see we do see a resistance around this 19,885 level. So I'm going to see if we can push it all the way to this level. So for those of you who want to play calls for this, the best way to play this would be to go to the QQQ, which is kind of like the equivalent of the ETF that represents what the Nasdaq would typically do. So you can see that's almost the same trend. Even if you look at the secondary as well, the trend is definitely the same. So you can go in there and maybe start looking at some calls here. Again, 485 is kind of like the level I'm looking at for resistance. So that would be a good place to start. Buying your calls or looking at your strike levels for those of you who trade options. Again, this is the beauty of being a trend trader. You can be bearish one day and the next minute the market might give you something else. In the next couple of days, your sentiment might change as long as you are tying that back with fundamentals. So let's take a look at other markets and see what other markets are doing. So we're looking at, not other markets, let's take a look at some stocks. Let's look at NVIDIA. So NVIDIA, you can see NVIDIA is also trending up. So it seems like it's trying to go to this 130 resistance. So I like that. Let me see which other one do I like again. Let's take a look at Tesla. So Tesla too is trending up. So you can see there's a lot of indicators that are showing that some of these stocks are beginning to show some bearish, some bullish sentiments. So again, you guys be careful out there. trading this market is crazy. I know what it feels like. Again, that was one of the reasons why I took a vacation, just to take some time off, relax, and just cool off with my family, man. And I expect you guys to also do the same, so that way the market does not does not stress you out, man. So again, be safe out there. Enjoy some of the pictures from my travels. And again, it's your boy Cincy, aka Mr. Good Vibes, and let's make some small money together.